Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here, I'm Linz. So just in case you are one of my regular YouTube family that watch all my videos, I swear I have not been wearing the same clothes for absolute days or weeks or however long. It's just the particular day I had set aside for filming, and I'm not going to go and get changed just to make a video. So lovelies, I am doing today a really basic and a staple in my house, which is vegetable rice in the Instant Pot Mini. If you are using a different type of pressure cooker, electric pressure cooker, a bigger one, maybe you're going to want to double the quantities that I'm using for this, just because you've got more space and you don't want anything to burn. Now, as I said, really simple, really cheap in a way to make, and I'm just going to bring these down and we're going to have a look. So this is my absolute beloved Instant Pot Mini. It's used nearly every day. Let's see if I can get a better, there we go. So in here, just let me know down in the comments, do you wash your rice or don't you wash your rice? Is there a reason to it? I do. I don't know why, but I've had to weigh everything out because normally I'll just throw it in and it works, but obviously that wouldn't work for use. In here, I have 140 grams of basmati rice, rinsed, not soaked. Okay, so just rinse it off a couple of times until basically your water goes clear. Oh, not heard that in a while. The dog having a drink in the background. He just knows when we're filming. Then this here is just basically, you get it cheap, Aldi, Lidl, Tesco's, any of that. It's your frozen mixed veg, and again it's 140 grams frozen. Pop all that in there. Now I just have some plain table salt here, and I am literally just putting a sprinkle. Okay, then here, this was boiled, but it's kind of cooled down a wee bit while I was getting everything ready. It's 200 mils of just plain water. So in everything goes. As I said, really simple recipe. Just give it a wee bit of a stir. Make sure it's kind of level. Like that. And what I do like to do is just take a spray of oil, and that's two. This is olive oil, I think, in this one. It could be vegetable oil. It's one of them anyway. It doesn't particularly matter whichever. So that is that. All that does, you don't have to use that at all. All it does really is it helps the rice kind of separate so it's not a big sticky mess. We're going to pop on your lid. Make sure, if you've got this type of model here, that it is set to sealing. And when we come down to this bit, let's see. Can you see? We're going on to pressure cook. Now mine's already set because this is the most I use. It's on for 4 minutes on high pressure. That's flickering. I'll have to work on that. That beep is just letting you know that it's off. Some models you do have to press a start button. The keep warm function automatically comes on, so I leave it on. After it's done its 4 minutes, we're going to leave it for at least 10. Normally I like to leave it until it's depressurized itself. So there's no, scaring the life out of yourselves with having to depressurize this dish. Really simple, really easy, and it is one of my staples. One thing I will say about it as well, I am making this ahead of time because I am going to get 4 portions out of what I put in there. Now, obviously, this will depend on how big a portion size you do like, but I like to then put it into Ziploc bags as flat as possible in the portion size, and I freeze it. Then all I have to do is take it out, put it into one of my microwave container dishes, and a little bit of water just sprinkled over the top, and I normally put it in for about 4 minutes to reheat from frozen. So just random babble there, but it might help somebody out. And you know, if maybe you've done this and you had too much, or you wanted to make sure you had some leftovers, really easy just to throw into the freezer and have another day. Right, lovelies, I will be back when that's done. All it's, you know, it's 4 minutes and then it's release time, and I'll show you then what I do with it. So our Instant Pot has finished doing its lapse time. It's 4 minutes cooking and it's lapse time. And if you can see there, it actually dropped at 9 minutes. But we're going to take the lid off. Closer so you can have a look. Hopefully I won't steam up the new camera. But that there is your veg rice. So you're just going to give it a bit of a mix. And the steam there will, as you can see, it's not all clumpy, it's not all stuck together, and that there is it. That's just perfect. So I'm going to turn that off because we don't need to be using any more power. Now, added bonus, I am just going to show you, right, I have some of these baggie holders. I will link them down in the description, as well as the rice strainer thing, because I know a few of you probably look for it. But I've just put a couple of Ziploc bags on there. And all I'm going to do, as I said, I will get roughly 4 portions out of this. But again, it's going to depend on how much you eat. So I'm just going to flatten it down. And what I like to do is I just kind of half the pot. We're going to pop it in. Depending, I suppose, on what you are having it with. So that's one. I like to, when I'm making anything, especially in my Instant Pots, I do like to make a little bit extra so I can have some in the freezer for, you know, them days where we all have them, you can't be bothered, you can either pop it in the microwave or stick it into a pan to gently heat. So that is what I like to do. That, just flick rice everywhere. Everywhere, and she's got rice everywhere too. Better just try it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to take them off. Flatten it out as much as you can. It will make reheating it a lot easier. Now, when things are hot like this, and that is hot, the air normally comes out quite well on its own. So that's that there. I don't need to show you the other one. But then I will just freeze that on a baking tray flat. Then when I'm going to reuse it again, I will take it out. It will break quite easy when it's done that thin as well. I will pop it into something like this here, which is your microwave container with the vent lid on. I will put it in, just flick a little bit of water over the top, close the lid. Now it will depend on what type of microwave you have. Mine is a 700 watt, and I normally put that in for about 4 minutes and it's cooked through. Doing it in a pan can be a little bit more tricky, but again, you would put it out in the pan. You need a little bit more water. I put the lid on, and then I will just put it on a really low setting until it's heated through. So lovelies, I hope that has helped some of you. Again, make it in big batches, okay? Freeze it up like this and you're just set to go. Again, if you wanted double this amount, you would just double the ingredients down in the pinned comment. So lovelies, as I said, thanks very much for watching. As I said, No, I didn't. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having a fantastic day. Please take care of yourselves, and again, I will talk to you all down in the comments over on another video. But for now, take care.